as well? No, that's good. Well, I was getting worried if he was asking I wasn't last year, there'd be trouble. So we're just going to wrap things up a little bit for you here. John McSherry, it's a bit ridiculous really, playing music after John McSherry. I mean, you can forget sometimes how amazing he is, like, which is a good thing. Because the only time you're usually reminded of is when he tells you at the bar late at night, but he really is an absolute fiend. So I'm going to play a little tune on the flute first, and it's a march. I don't normally play marches, like I only have about 4 or 5 of them, but this is a lovely little tune. It's a tune I learned from Martin Hayes, and he calls it The High Hills of Tara. And I was teaching this to the class today, and I thought, you know what, I think I'll play it tonight. But it's a sweet little tune, and he learned it from Andrew McNamara, an incredible East Clare box player. Okay. now. It's okay. There's the 10 feet compulsory gap. If you're taking your shoes off, there has to be at least that. So, yeah, I went into the Drunken Landlady there, a Clare version again. Ian was saying that born in Birmingham, I must remove that from my biography, and moved to County Clare when I was a very young pup. I was actually 21, and I was there for 26 years, and now I'm living in New York. You can tell by the accent, I'm living in Brooklyn. But I'm working on the Belfast accent, never mind the American one. This week, I've always wanted to have a Belfast accent. I think it's the sexiest. The Northern Irish accent is where it's at. And we're staying in a lovely hotel that kind of gives you lessons in how to speak authentic Belfast lingo. It's very interesting. You go into the lift and it's great, and you get out, second floor, so it is. Doors are open, so they are. It's like, and then, yeah, second floor, so it was. Doors are closing, so they are. It's like, so I feel like I've got that bit down. I just work on the rest of it now. But second floor, so it is. I'm going to try a couple of tunes here on the tin whistle, and the first is a slow air that I learned from my father. He didn't play music, but he was a singer from County Clare. He had loads of the old kind of songs, and this was his version or his interpretation of the Dear Irish Boy. And we'll try a couple of Clare jigs. It's very Clare oriented tonight, like. And the first one is called The Hole in the Boat, and the second one is Sally Slone's. And Sally Slone, this I feel should be shared with you. Sally Slone was a girl that immigrated to Australia in the early 1900s, and she came from Athlone, actually. Sally Slone, she came from Athlone, and she went to Australia, and there were these two young, really amazing young musicians in Australia, Ben Stevenson and Ado Barker, and they got some funding from the Australian Arts Council to go and record mainly stories of Irish immigrants who had come to Australia in the early 1900s, which was a really harrowing trip. Like, I mean, coming to the States was tough, but like Australia was another league altogether. And she was already like in her whatevers at that point, but she had this most beautiful childlike voice. She sounded like she was like 14 or 15 years of age. And then the surprise came at the end when she started lilting tunes, and it was in this very juvenile type of way. It almost sounded like somebody on helium, it was so high pitched. And she lilted this second jig that I'm going to play. So I call it Sally Slone's, and we give it a stick. I don't think I need that thing, do I? Really? Or maybe no, because I can't hear you.
Probably a good thing.
On with the shoes again.
It's fantastic from Kevin and John.
Thanks,
One more
sir.
round of applause for him. Thank you.